What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today you will experience 4 IDontWorkHereLady stories. Comment a fire if you're having fun and like this video. Let me know if you subscribe in the comments so I can show you some love. Congratulations Lauren for the comment of the day. The good, the bad and the insane. Come around children. Allow me to tell you a tale of about a little place that has another name for Bullseye and a friendly shopper who was just trying to help overseas travelers. Once upon a time, currently to be more accurate, I ventured to my favorite location of the store on my day off. I was in a black shirt, gray shorts, and sandals. As we all are when we make this quest, an outfit dissimilar to the Bullseye's uniform. This day was my day off, and the only good time for me to go finish some errands for a gathering the upcoming weekend. Realistically, we needed a new trash can. Our flimsy plastic disposal had been practically destroyed by pets. So I figured a trip to this store next to a rather large mall would give me some leeway. A couple things need to be known. 1. I had ridden a Lime scooter the day before, motorized scooters they are placing in cities across the country, and busted myself, leaving a pretty nasty bruise on the side of my left thighs down to my knee. 2. Said injury happened the day before, so I was walking around like a truck hit me and just moving relatively low. Onto my tale. I love this location for its staff and it is close to my job, so I am there frequently after getting out for the day to grab last minute things at home for my wife and I. I walk in, grab a cart, mostly to lean on, and take my time angling to the right like everyone else. Trash cans initially were on the right side of the store, but were moved around due to Halloween decorations. So I am just taking my time and rehabbing my leg when I almost hit a Scottish couple who looked very confused. No employees are around at the moment, so I just ask if they need help. A very friendly couple, looking for office and birthday supplies to wrap gift for a friend, and we have a moment to speak before I give them a shortcut to the section they are looking for. They say thanks, I tell them to have a good one and then keep moving. Then I hear the voice. You know, the voice, that entitled voice of I will get what I want from you whether you like it or not. My ears were suffering auditory rape. In other words, sir, you helped them, why won't you help me? I turn around, don't see anyone, I keep moving. Sir, I ask you a question. I turn around again and see a tiny middle-aged white woman who stands between 4'10". I am 5'10"-ish on a good day, so not really tall enough to not notice someone normally. She even had the cliché tapping foot, expecting that to mean anything other than I am rude. We will call her TB for tiny girl. Ma'am, I was not aware you needed any help. Ugh. Typical employees who don't want to do their job. I could help you with a kinder tone, but since you don't notice that I'm not even in uniform, you probably will not understand that I don't work here. Obviously you do if you know where everything is. Ma'am, have you ever been in a Bullseye's before? A lot of them are similar layouts. You can almost guess where everything is. Good luck doing whatever, I guess. I then start to walk away, pushing my cart slowly again because of the stiffness in my leg. There are a few people around at this point. Not enough to constitute a crowd, but enough to be witnesses. I did not see but heard a plastic cart speeding up behind me, and like anyone who wants attention, decides to ram it directly into my bruise. I did not drop to the ground like I thought I would, but I started to turn purple. I was fuming, and I turned around to find the girl at the head of the cart, hands gripping the bar, equally fuming for her own selfish reasons. There are people staring, a few with confused look, and the tiny girl starts to open her mouth, but I lost it. You moron! What the hell is your problem to think anyone who will help you if you're going to assault them? You stupid idiot! The tiny girl, a little taken aback, stiffly walks over to the grocery section that we were close to and grabs an employee doing stock. This employee refused to help me and verbally accosted me after I got their attention. Ma'am, he does not work here and I saw you hit him with your cart. Sir, are you alright? I lift up my short's leg, check my bruise, which he immediately sees, along with the tiny girl, who turns beet red, almost the same color as my now even darker blue bruise. I'm going to call security. Sir, do you need medical attention? I'm okay, thanks, just going to grab my stuff and go. Security is almost here. let me help you get what you need. After we take care of this, I will walk you through the store. Tiny girl is pretty much backed into a corner, looking around for help, while two rather astute looking security guards walk behind her, then to me, and ask me questions to file a report. I did not press charges for assault, but she got escorted from the location. That grocer helped me get my trash can, 2 ice packs, and some aloe gel. Really nice guy from Haiti. Moved to the States when he was 10, tremendous guy. For anonymity's sake, I won't name him. 10 on 10, would go back anytime. Okay, not to tell you how to live your life, but I would have pressed charges. Hardcore. But I understand that you just wanted to get your things and go. Before we get to the next story, I just want to say a few things. First off, I love you people. God damn. And for the second thing, if you've been watching my videos daily or every few days or just once in a while, please consider subscribing to the channel. I will really appreciate it. And also let me know in the comments so I can show you some love. Lady thinks I am a Target employee, lies and stuff, and is generally just an idiot. First off, this is not word for word, but approximately the gist of what happened. I honestly never expected this to happen to me, as I am only 15, short, and pretty much almost always wear casual clothes. I also hate confrontation, and pretty much avoid other people unless necessary. But anyways, I was at my local Target trying to find a copy of some Mario Kart game for my friend's birthday. The electronics section is near the back, and this section with the skincare product and stuff like that was between the entrance and the electronics. So I walked through there to get to the electronics section when I didn't find the game and could not see any employees that were free. There were 2 or 3 there, but they were all talking with other customers. So I walked back a little, trying to see if there were other employees, and at this point, I was near the area with the skincare products. I spot a lady in one of the aisles with her back to me, but she has a red shirt and I was not sure if she was an employee or not. So I decided to just ask her, "Hi, are you an employee here? I need help finding a game." Completely ignoring what I said, "Oh, hi there. Do you know where I can find this thing?" "What? Are you deaf? I ask you where this thing is." "I'm not an employee, actually." "You're obviously an employee. Why else would a boy like you be in this aisle?" I have no clue what this meant, to be honest, because I was asking you if you work there. Why would I work in a place like this? I'm not a poor high school dropout like you. Whatever. I start to walk away, but she grabs me and tries pulling me back. What the hell? I already said I don't work here. Don't effing lie to me. I'm not stupid. At this point, I am pissed off. It seems obvious that you are. Now leave me alone and I will tell the manager of security. I pretty much run out of there while still trying to not draw attention. Luckily, she does not follow me, and I eventually find an employee to help me find the game. Unfortunately, as I left the store, I had to pass through that area again. "You! I found your manager!" Then, seeing the game, she decides to add, "Ha! Caught you red-handed stealing from the store. Hey you!" She points to the manager. "This is the boy I told you about. He's stealing from the store. Arrest him!" Then she decides to walk over and tries to slap the game out of my hand. "Excuse me, but this is a boy. He's not an employee." "He obviously is. He was stacking shelves and helping other people earlier. Fire him. He insulted me, refused to help me, and threatened to attack me. He's lying. Please arrest him for stealing." Pick up my game and try walking away, but she accidentally trips forward, nutting her cart into me. "What the hell was that for?" "Ma'am, I'm afraid you will have to leave." "Screw this. This store is terrible anyways." Then she storms off, and the manager apologizes to me, and I end up getting the game for free. Well, a free game is always nice. I am imagining the scene if, as soon as she grabbed you, you had started screaming, "Stranger danger! I need an adult! I need an adult!" And you have been assaulted 3 times. That girl's lucky you want to avoid confrontation. I would have left her with charges filled and a restraining order. A young, stupid IT employee must have 100% knowledge of concert opening acts. So I am a young soul, currently working in the technical department. Working for the summer, I decided to volunteer for 2 concerts, RS and DL. I'm not gonna say the name of said concert. I would just say both are 70s, 80s, because our department provides the drink stations at an outdoor venue. Basically, the tech department's job is we have to make sure our little drink stations stay up for the duration of the concert. We cannot let them go down for more than 5 minutes. We have been lucky, but at the RS concert, I had to take a shuttle over to the venue due to miscommunication. While I was in line, two older people, let's call them old guy and old lady, saw my badge and thought, oh, he must know what the opening act is. Hey sir, do you know the opening act for RS? I think there's no opening act. I didn't see a special guest. Does not the management tell you? I don't know. I'm just an intern for IT. Then why are you working over here? I have to. I volunteered. It's kind of pointless for you to work at a concert if you don't know the opening act. Okay, apparently a young, stupid IT employee must have 100% knowledge of concert opening acts. At this point, I just ignored them and went on my merry way. Concert went great, had sore feet, and enjoyed my day off. Yeah lady, it was the Teletubbies. I would have totally made something up. Interesting end to a dinner. So normally when I work, I am used to wearing a 3-piece suit, especially when visiting a client. So last Friday, I visited a client and made a decent buck doing that. I decided afterwards to take my parents out for dinner at a Greek restaurant. While it is a decent restaurant, it is by no means a 3-star fancy restaurant. So the waiting staff just wears a button-up shirt with the restaurant logo on the back. Huge ego thing, not hard to miss. I did not feel like changing clothes that much, so I just took off my suit jacket before going to the restaurant. So me and my parents had a nice dinner. Food is always good there. It is only until I got up to pay that things started to get interesting. A group of 5 middle-aged ladies come into the restaurant. I was talking with my mom and dad a bit, but was already standing and looking a bit around so I could flag down a staff member. This restaurant is not wide, but very long, so for whatever reason, all staff was in the back. One of the middle-aged ladies walks up to me and taps me on the shoulder. Let's call her ML. Excuse me, could you take my coat and take us to our table? We're reserved under the name middle-aged ladies. Sorry, but I don't work here. Someone will be with you shortly. Take us to our seats. You are clearly dressed as a waiter, so stop chatting with these people and do your job. I don't know how she thought that me wearing a 2/3 of a suit was an indication that I work there. Look lady, I don't work here. These are a waistcoats and pants from a suit. I am a customer here. By now, the middle-aged lady was getting annoyed and she decided that the best course of action would be to basically force her coat onto my hands. I simply tossed her coat, her white coat, to the side onto the table where we just had dinner, right onto the dirty plates and half a bowl of tzatziki. Middle-aged lady was not happy about that. You idiot! By now she was screaming and all of the restaurant was turning into the drama. You just ruined my coat! I am going to have you fired! Good luck with that, I am my own boss. By now, Nikos, the owner of the restaurant, was coming and he starts talking to the middle-aged lady. She was fuming about her coat and how I should be fired. But Nikos remained calm and explained that I was a customer and that he could not fire me because I did not work for him. By now, the 4 ladies who were with the middle-aged lady started to get really embarrassed and one even apologized to me. The middle-aged lady demanded that Nikos paid, but by then, the older ladies started dragging the middle-aged lady out of the restaurant. We were somewhere between flabbergasted and laughing until we were crying, and Nikos even comes to us and apologized for what happened. I told him not to worry because we did get one hell of a laugh and story out of it. Nikos ends up bringing us uso on the house, the good private stuff, not the garbage you normally get. And I left a good tip because how great they handled it. I will never understand people who won't accept I don't work here, not once but twice or more and demanded and you are lying. You did the right thing by showing her what you could do for her since you didn't work there. Hey, check out more IDontWorkHereLady stories here and look at other nice video I made for people just like you that enjoys Reddit stories. I put a lot of effort into them, so I hope that you enjoyed them. And for the meanwhile, well, I don't know. I had a good day. What about you? Let me know.